first thing is that mentors will find you if you're dedicated and you're passionate. I like to think that I mentor a lot of people on a day-to-day basis now just by working with them. And I will pick out those people who are working their asses off, who are super passionate about what they do, because I can honestly say the best part of my job, and it happened today actually, is when I see someone who's come in from a very junior role and really, really put loads of effort in and seen, for example, as happened today, their first website go live. It's really, really exciting, it's very satisfying, and it honestly is the best part of my job. So the first thing is, it is about you, it's all about your work and how passionate and dedicated you are. And if you show that to people, they will find you and they will want to really, really help you. Next thing is, take note of everyone around you and look out for the people in your agency or wherever you work, who you respect, who you think are doing a great job, and just watch them. See how they do their job, see how they talk to people, just watch everything. Even, as you said, see how they dress so that they look professional. And this one was a big thing for me actually. It's a two-way thing. I get as much out of mentoring someone as hopefully that person gets. And the conversation has to be honest and it has to be open. If you want mentoring, you have to be prepared to hear the bad stuff as well, because it's not usually that bad. Don't ever go into that conversation feeling defensive. That's something that I see really often when I'm having sort of annual reviews with people, sort of more on a management level, but when people are asking me about how they can improve, the minute you say, well, you could do, the wall comes up. And that's something that is very, very easy to do and probably one of the most damaging things. The other thing to remember is the person that's telling you you can improve is not enjoying it very much probably. They feel quite uncomfortable about it as well. And believe me, I don't bother to sit down and talk to people who are not making the effort and who are really not good. I'm bothering to talk to people because they're worth the effort and I really want them to improve, and I think everything else they do is fantastic, and if we just do this little extra. We used to work together and we used to go to Sweden quite often. So there was always this kind of 2-hour slot on a plane where he had me captured. And about the third time we did it, we sat down and he just looked at me and went, right, what are we going to do in this meeting? Are you actually going to speak this time? And, or are you going to do what you usually do and tell me all the good things on the way back on the plane? So the first time I was absolutely mortified. I went to the meeting, didn't say anything, didn't fall off a chair but didn't say anything, and came back. He said, so why didn't we talk in the meeting? And this continued for over several times, and then I spoke, and then I did a bit more, and it was absolutely invaluable to me, because it was the one thing that had stopped me from going from one position to another, and he was completely and utterly responsible for that. And when I spoke to him and said, thank you, because you changed everything about the way I work, he actually then told me that it was really difficult for him to do that. So that's something to remember, and people are putting a lot of effort into you, so just be open-minded, and you're not awful if someone's telling you you can improve something. They just want you to get everything. One of my biggest mentors has been a client, and again that was a massive shift forward in my career, because all of a sudden, having that relationship with her, she was able to tell me the things that she was looking for when an agency came to her, the things that she had to do to then go and sell the work onto her boss, and so many things that I had never, I'd just been so blinkered on what I was doing. It just opened up the world to me. So just think about the fact that it doesn't have to come from either your discipline or just, it doesn't have to come from your discipline. It can be a client, or it can be a techie, it can be a planner, it can be anybody, and just spend time with them and learn